Patrick is the son of Steve. You know, they look a little bit alike, and their style of music is a little different. Now, Patrick, since we started the youth group, we're coming up on 3.5 years now. Patrick has been my right-hand man as far as technology. Now, Dan is a fantastic job, but for anything youth, we can't keep Dan here all the time as much as we try. Patrick is always here whenever I say, I can't get my computer to hook up, I can't do this. He handles all the technical stuff for VPX, but he also has a pretty strong ministry of his own that he does a nice job with, so I'll leave it up to him.
How's everyone doing? Okay, so originally it was going to be my bandmate Mike and I here tonight, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it, and Doug had told us we were allowed to do 2 songs, so he told me I could do 2 songs, and I chose 2 that I've been listening to a lot lately. The second one, it's obvious based on the message of the song, and I'll explain that when we get there. But this first song is a song called Maybe, and a lot of the things with this song is, if you're someone like me and you have a high level of anxiety, you are content on just staying the course that your life currently is. You're not wanting to change it at all. You're always kind of afraid to change it because you never know what's gonna happen. You overthink everything, and it's just like, well, if I say this, everything will stay exactly how I want it to. But if I change it, then I don't know what's gonna happen. It could be better, it could be worse. I'm just gonna keep the course of my life currently. And over the past few years, ever since 2020, I've been doing a lot to change the course of my life. Like you can ask Doug, you can ask my dad. If you had met the me from like 2019 and compared him to 2025 me, I'm a completely different person. And a lot of it is because of the music I listen to, because it just helps inspire me to try to be better, but also just because of the love of my friends, family, and even the church family. So this first song is called Maybe. Maybe I'm a dreamer. Maybe I'm misunderstood. Maybe you're not seeing the side of me you should. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I'm just out of touch. Maybe I've just had enough. And maybe it's time to change and leave it all behind. I've never been one to walk alone. I've always been scared to try. So why does it feel so wrong to reach for something more? To wanna live a better life. But what am I waiting for? 'Cause nothing stays the same. Maybe it's time to change. Maybe it's hopeless. Maybe I should just give up. But what if I can't trust myself? What if I just need some help? And maybe it's time to change and leave it all behind. I've never been one to walk alone. I've always been scared to try. So why does it feel so wrong to reach for something more? To wanna live a better life. But what am I waiting for? 'Cause nothing stays the same. Maybe it's time to change. never been one to walk alone. I've always been scared to try. And maybe it's time to change and leave it all behind. I've never been one to walk alone. I've always been scared to try. So why does it feel so wrong to reach for something more? To wanna live a better life? What am I waiting for? 'Cause nothing stays the same. Maybe it's time to change. 'Cause nothing stays the same. Maybe it's time to change. And that is one of the songs that you can ask my dad. I played that nonstop growing up because I grew up
Oh yeah.
to that particular group. And it's one of those songs that I just listen to whenever I'm feeling down because it just, especially these past few years, because it just helps me realize, hey, I can't go back to the mindset I was in. I can't go back to how my life was because my life now is so much better than it used to be. I don't know why I would ever want to go back there. And this next song, if anyone has been to the last few of these shows with the exception of last year because I was in bed dying, and every month or every year for Mental Health Awareness Month for the past 3 years I've sung a song from my favorite group called Citizen Soldier. They're my favorite group because if you haven't heard the story, in 2020 I attempted to take my life on 3 separate occasions and this band saved my life. And during that time period I always felt like a burden to absolutely everyone in my life. No matter what people told me, I was insanely difficult on myself because I didn't want to believe that I wasn't just being a burden to everyone around me with everything that I was dealing with. And I'm sure a lot of other people have felt that way at some point in their past where they feel like they're not good enough for anyone and that they're just burdening people by staying with them. Well, Citizen Soldier dropped this song about 7 months ago, and it's called Burden, and it's a song that basically just says how you're not a burden no matter what you're feeling, and it's a song that I listen to a lot. Last year on Spotify, they do a thing every year called Spotify Rap that shows you what artists you listen to, the songs, and how long you've listened to them. I listened to Citizen Soldier for about 151,000 minutes last year, and Burden was about 80,000 of those minutes. I'm not even kidding. Because it's one of those songs that I just play to myself constantly just to remind myself of the fact that no matter what's going on in my life, I'm not a burden, and no one else on this planet is a burden either. I think you say sorry too much. I think you got issues with trust from the voices in your head that say that you're too hard to love. I think you still live with the ghosts of people you needed the most. They let you down and taught you how to keep your closet door closed. But I've been there and I would rather die than watch you drown in tears that you need to cry. You can talk to me. I can tell that you're not okay. You can spill your guts, I won't leave. You are not a burden to me. You can talk to me. Even down in your darkest place, you can let your skeleton scream. You are not a burden to me. You are not a burden to me. I think that you never get hurt by thinking someone's got it worse. Been minimized so many times that you believe it's deserved. I think you've been silent since youth, 'cause every time you
things you didn't choose. I don't mind your darker side, you can lose control. I'd rather hear your howl and see your funeral. You can talk to me. I can tell that you're not okay. You can spill your guts, I won't leave. You are not a burden to me. You can talk to me. Even down in your darkest place. You can let your skeleton scream. You are not a burden to me. The monsters that you're holding back, there's no need to dress them up. Your ugly truth give depth to you. Now there's so much more to love. You can talk to me. I can tell that you're not okay. You can spill your guts, I won't leave. You are not a burden to me. You can talk to me. Even down in your darkest place. Don't ever be ashamed of your needs. You are not a burden to me. You are not a burden. You are not a burden. You are not a burden to me. You are not a burden. The monsters that you're holding back, there's no need to dress them up. Your ugly truth give depth to you. Now there's so much more to love.
Watching Patrick for the last 3 or 4 years, you've seen him come a long way, and it's exciting to watch.